Fighting the COVID pandemic in the world's war zones is HD's priority right now. We have a special access to places that others find it hard to reach sometimes, and now I think we have a special responsibility to be trying to do what we can against the global pandemic in those areas. The survival of pockets of the virus in war zones puts the whole world at risk of a second wave of infection. HD has moved fast to put in place a COVID pandemic response program, which focuses mainly on three things. First, we are facilitating the ceasefires that the UN Secretary General has called for to allow for a worldwide fight back against the pandemic. HD has been trying to do its bit with non-state armed groups in Iraq, South Sudan, Sudan, Cameroon, and many other places. Second, where other organizations are not able to reach, we are delivering sanitation supplies to isolated populations, extremely vulnerable, isolated populations. About 500,000 people in Afghanistan and in hard-to-reach parts of Syria, but also in pockets of northeastern Nigeria and other places that are effectively cut off from the rest of the world. And finally, using innovative approaches to working with the social media, we're working to address the growing COVID-19 disinformation being spread online and helping to promote accurate sources of information in areas that are hard for anybody to reach and where distrust of government and official sources is very high. The worst may still be ahead of us. Even if the world's major conflict zones are spared the direct impact of the global pandemic, they certainly won't be spared the second-order knock-on effects, the effects of the lockdown, the economic distress. Already we see a lot of active efforts by extremist organizations to recruit from among people in the marginal or gray economies. The big risks are still coming. As we move out of our Phase 1 emergency response, HD's Phase 2 focus is going to be on trying to help prevent some of these second-order conflicts, with a special emphasis on the information sphere. If we fail to fight effectively against the pandemic in the world's war zones, not only do we leave very large, very vulnerable population exposed to the full force of the virus, but we make it more likely that the virus will have a second wave spreading out of those countries, and also the virus of violence and of war.